Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Collector's World. Now, you might think that I'm not wearing any armor because I'm showing off this really fancy skin. That's not that fancy. But you would be wrong. Um, I lost everything. I died. I died lighting up this area prepping for this episode. And a creeper just sucker punched me while I was fighting off loads of skeletons. And yeah, I lost it all. I couldn't get back there in time because spawn is on the other side of the mountain, so I guess the chunk was loaded while I journeyed back around into the cave, and I didn't think I would lose everything, but I'm proper gutted by it. But it doesn't matter, you don't play Minecraft unless you're happy to lose your stuff, because it's just a matter of time before you lose your stuff. Now, I am going to admit, I did rage quit. Yeah, my Silk Touch pickaxe, my Looting Free sword, and my Fortune Free pickaxe, they're really, really big losses for me right now. But luckily we do have the spider farm over there to get some experience back fairly quickly. And so we should be able to gear up at least. Let's talk about this skin. I'm not sure if many of you are familiar with Super Meat Boy, but it kind of is loosely based off Super Meat Boy. But I've got a different smile. I've got more of the bean avatar smile now. And I've sort of gave a bit of dirt on the feet there and lighting up the edge of the hands and just dulled down the edges. It had some quite harsh lines before, so I've sort of dulled them down and I'm a lot happier with it. I think I'm still going to alter it a little bit. I'm not sure how yet, but I think it could do with some work. I've also got this little cape on. I'm probably going to get rid of this cape just because it's not something I do much, but this is the cape that you get if you migrate from Mojang to Microsoft. And there are different capes for other things, but this is that one. So I think I'm gonna cut away here and get some gear. It probably won't be amazing stuff, but I've got some really cool plans for you today. I've come up with something quite original, I think. It's probably been done a few times before, but I've never seen it done before. So I'm gonna cut back and let's get started on a project together.
This intermission is brought to you by Doing Stuff. Have you ever had to carry out tasks, stop, and do stuff? You can do stuff such as mining, collecting items from inventories, craft stuff, and of course, repeatedly running back and forth to your storeroom because you keep forgetting stuff. On those rainy days when you have a little extra time on your hands, why not try doing stuff to XP farms that aren't quite working like you hoped, only to make it worse. Doing Stuff. This is not a real promotion. Any likeness to a real company is purely accidental. All proceeds from Doing Stuff go to Bean.
Alrighty, I hope you're in the mood for doing stuff now. So we're on this Y level 32. Up there is the level of our notice board. And I've built this. Now, this is the second time. I just built this on camera and I forgot to hit record. But it's not complicated. It's just a simple redstone device. So what this is it's a lift that I've designed. And the idea is that now caves are so big and vast, we're going to have multiple different levels that we want to get on and off at. So if we peer over the edge here, you can see that goes all the way down to -50. And if we look up here, that goes up to the currently the highest level, but I will do a level higher than that. And I think that's around like level 70, something like that. So big old range, that's 120 blocks so far. So there's probably a few ways you can do this, but as I've said in previous episodes, I like to kind of do redstone myself. I like to figure things out. I like to sort of make something that's truly mine. And so I've come up with this. And the idea behind this is that we can sort of select. It's an elevator that will take us up and down, but only one level at a time. Okay, so what we have here is soul sand and a magma block. And when we flick this lever, they sort of alternate. The magma block goes in and the soul sand comes out. Flick it again, magma block out, soul sand in. So the idea here is that we can, if we want to go up a level, the soul sand is currently retracted, so we can step in and go up. Now when we're up that level and we say, right, we want to go back down a level, this redstone is already in the state which allows us to come back down and hit this floor, and we can then walk out. If we want to do it the other way around and say, hey, I want to go down. So the magma block is receded and there'll be a magma block underneath, so that will suck us down, and we'll get off at the next floor and we'll say, hey, I want to go back up. So we step in this side down there and we come flying up. The soul sand will push us up and it hit our head on this and we can just walk out. So hopefully it's a foolproof plan. There is one disadvantage to it, I might add, is that if we use any other way of getting around the base, i.e. we just... Oh, that scared me. Thunder. If we use any other way of getting around the base, then that's really putting me off. Then this might not be in the state that we want it to be in. However, it doesn't really pose much of a risk. It just means we might miss a stop. I think as I get more redstone, I should be able to link all the redstone up at the back there so that they are all connected. But it's a pretty good cheap man's elevator here. So how does it work? We got the lever here and that energizes this block right here. On the back of it, the redstone comes out of that block. Currently it's in the energized state, so it goes through this repeater here. This repeater here is to stop it energizing the piston here unintentionally. And then at this block here, it goes one of two ways. The redstone carries up and energizes this piston. And the other way, it has this redstone torch. So as you can see, it has de-energized this redstone torch, and therefore this piston has retracted. Now this redstone torch is the sort of the crucial part. It is what allows the two pistons to be in different states. Let's flick the lever and we'll show you on the back. Okay, so yep, the redstone has de-energized, which has allowed the redstone torch to come back on, which has extended the sticky piston and retracted the sticky piston. And so yeah, it's pretty simple. I think anyone can do this. It is a pretty early game kind of redstone device. It doesn't take many. One repeater, two sticky pistons, and what's that, 5 redstone? So really cheap, and a lever. What else can I say about this? A few more things to add. It's not full of water yet, but it will be. The first thing to note is that when this is in a place like in this position, and similarly, don't want to do that. Let's get an empty hand. And similarly, oh my god. And similarly, when this here is in this position, it will kill the water block there, basically. So when it retracts again, that won't be a water source block. So in order to get around that, we have got 2 blocks either side of it, which we're going to put water in. And similarly on this one, we've got 2 blocks either side to get to allow this block here to become a water source block. What else? These signs here, you could use doors. I'm using signs here. These signs here are just to stop the water from spilling out of the elevator. And I think that's all to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the other ones on the other levels, and then I'm going to fill up with water, and I'll get back to you, I think. Oosh. Right, we're back, and I have completed the elevator, at least functionally. It still needs a lot of work done, and we might do a bit in a minute, we'll see. There's a few things that I want to do this episode though, so we'll see how we get on. And here's the elevator. So let's start by just showing how it functions. If I wanted to go up, then that's ready to go up. I could add maybe some redstone lights here just to show which side is ready to go at a glance. There's monsters coming, so let's try going down. And it's going to suck us down. And because it's a magma block, we're going to keep our bubbles, so we're not going to suffocate in the water, we're not going to drown. And we're now back on this level. So this is where the spider spawner is. It's sort of just... well, it's down the crack. We're not close to the spider spawner, to be honest. But this is a nice, cool open space, so we can use this for something in the future. Looks like there might be daylight coming through up there, I'm not sure. But let's go down one more. And the down can take a little while, so I normally hit my sprint swim, or what it's called. Now this is the spider spawner level, and this has got like our first big lava lake, and it's a deep slate level. So this is -9, so yeah. We're going to start getting ores spawn like diamonds and redstone. Lapis is around this level. I think lapis is highest around 0. I could be mistaken, I'm not sure. Redstone and diamonds I think get more and more likely the lower you go. So over there you can see our spider spawner. Well, you can see the amethyst farm, but we know that the spider spawner is over there as well. So yeah, that's this level, and I believe we got one more level after this, so let's go down one more time. And this is close to the bottom of the world. This is -50, well, -51 here. I think I built this up to 56, or for -49. I don't know why I didn't do it on -50. I might lower that just for the round number sake, but it's really not important. So this level's really cool. So I think we came mining down here together in like the second episode, and this is where we are. This is the lava lake down here. This is a really cool lava lake. So I might make this into like a bit of a Nether theme down here or something. And then we can have some like striders here. This could be like the strider exhibit. And deep slate is like super tough. So we can get like a ghast down here. Not sure how we'd do that, but we could do that. This could be like our never exhibit down here. That would be pretty cool. And we got like caves that twine off in different directions. I believe there's some more caves back there if we wanted to. But yeah, there's one more level that I want to show you. And I think we'll go up there together. Point to note, because this is the bottom level, we don't need more pistons. So we just, it's just simple soul sand and magma block there. But this time we're going all the way up to the top. So, boop, again. And again. And again. And this will bring us out up here. Now let me sleep. Cool. So we're here. And oh my goodness. It kind of looks like at a lot of angles we're not very high up. But we know we must be high up, right? Because we are... Oh dear. Because we got a huge cavern below us, and that cavern's at ground level. So we are actually at positive 130. So we can go up a lot higher still. So there's still plenty of room to build high, even though this is high itself. But yeah, here's the lift. And we're on top of the mountain. So the entrance to our base is over that way, and our current storeroom is over there. But for now, let's just go down. Okay, so I cut away quickly there and got some materials. Started sort of thinking what I wanted to do with this entrance. Since this is going to be maybe our main entrance, I'd quite like it to look a bit better. So we have this road along here. It's always a zombie just to disrupt me. So we've got this pathway along here, and I thought it would be quite cool if we done like a dual road system. So like a high road and a low road, and maybe this road can go over that road. And they'd be sort of linked across various paths. But I quite often jump from in there down the lake, so that'd be quite a cool sort of pathway coming up to the low road, and the path and the high road can maybe go up and over to the base and maybe over to the Nether portal over there. But that will be for another day anyway. What I want to focus today is working on a way to get over there. Now, once I came up with the idea of this high road and low road, I thought, yeah, I probably do want to build quite high over all this terrain. So we can sort of look down on it, and we can maybe even take away some of the lighting and make it more mood lighting and be safe from monsters that spawn below us. But then this might end up being like a nice tropical water with some like corals and fish and sea candles, things like that. So it'd be nice not to sort of ruin this and more enhance it. So I think what we're going to do is we'll start doing this together, I think, just so you can follow some of the processes that I have. So let's see, how do I want to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it probably needs a bit of variation, but something maybe like this, and let's get some more like that. Get back up here. And the goal is not to make it too dark. Effectively make it light in places that you want to see, and make it dark in places that you would rather not. So the eye is drawn to the things that really matter. So I think that would be... That's a pretty good wall. It doesn't have to look amazing. Just be like a load-bearing wall. And now this is 76, so that is the same height as that high road over there. So next I want to think about the path of this. Straight would be over there. I don't want it straight, I want it to be more organic. So if it's more organic, then I think I'm going to go for wood. Maybe wood with concrete pillars. So that's a 5 wide road and on the 7th. So maybe... I say concrete, this isn't concrete, but I hope you guys know what I mean by that. That just stone, sturdy. Maybe this one could come down now and come in. And then that one can come up and over, I think. That'd be quite good. Now what to do here? I want to add a bit of lightness, and spruce is quite dark. So I think the main goal is, if I get a bit of, just so we can get an appreciation of this, so that will lighten it all up here. I quite like that. I'd have another one now. So one, so keep 3 apart, then here, then I done stairs. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ooh. I think possibly I want some oak here to break it up. Just because it's a very harsh colour, the spruce. I know I'm working in 2s here, which isn't ideal, but 2s can be good. I think I mentioned that before. 2s can be pretty nice. Let's do maybe something like this. And then I think the idea is to make a spruce walkway like this. No. Some stripped oak maybe. Or stripped spruce. Okay. Unsure. Okay, I think we've got one segment here. It looks fairly basic and I need to work on a lot, but I just thought I've made some good progress. I've added these, I don't have a clue what they're called. They're called deep slate tiles. I've added these as like a ring to the pillars. No. Oh, goodness me. I've seen where all the monsters are coming from. They're coming from up here. I hadn't previously realised that there's an extension of the cave up there, which is good for us, but not until we light it up. But yeah, as I was saying, underneath we've got some fence posts. and we've got some spruce strip logs. I've added a sort of smaller beacon up here in the halfway point between the next big pillars. I've added this 2 stairs back to back or front to front as an extra sort of detail here. Looks quite nice. It's starting to look a bit more bright and colourful now, so this will be the main path up to our elevator here, and I think this would be just like a nice little safe plateau for us to chill out in this cave. I don't think there's anything that can spawn above us, or there won't be anything that will be able to get us. So, well, when we make it safe, that is. So I'm going to carry on and I'm going to see what I get, and I'll bring you back when I'm done, hopefully. We are back and I've done a bit of work to the bridge. I finished all the sections and it's maybe missing some detail and I might change a few bits out. Whoa, well, that was a creeper then. It was raining. But we've got it going. So I wanted to try and keep it straight without being directly straight. So we've got sort of randomized curves here and there along the bridge. It's nice and bright. I think it looks pretty good. And all the way is done. I don't know what we're going to do with here. I've leveled all this out. Got some moss blocks here. I'll dart down here. So we carried on. We initially had this theme with some steps and some upside down steps. And I've sort of carried it on around here. I think it looks quite good. It does look quite basic, but the detail will come in time when we add other things in here. I don't want this sort of architecture to be the thing that grabs it all. I want like the focus points to be our exhibits. And the moss blocks work down here quite well and they're quite easy to spread. So let's go back up here. I've made the staircase up. This again is probably temporary, but it will probably stay like that. So that's that really. What else can I mention? I've just been trialing out a bit of greenery here. I've sort of put a few leaves against the cave walls and allowed them to droop a bit. Some nice droopy leaves. I've added some more of these glowberries just to brighten up the place. Now this water, I've been umming and ahhing whether to get rid of it, but as what I did with that waterfall with that pathway, I think I'm going to leave it because A, it's some sort of organic access to our base, and B, it just brings the place alive a little bit. This is it from above. You can see how it's quite a random sort of line, really. It gets quite steep diagonal here. And then it sort of flattens out in the middle a bit. And then it gets steep, like a sharp curve there again. So I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. I thought I'd mention something quickly. I keep referring to this stat screen, and I thought I'd just really quickly cover it just so you guys aren't left in the dark. It's got loads of information on here which you could make a whole video based on the information on here. If you guys really wanted to know that, then let me know and I could do a separate standalone video just about this, but I think it's quite a boring subject, so I didn't really want to make a video on it, but I will if I feel like it helps you guys out. So what I keep referring to is the XYZ coordinates, which are the coordinates on the second paragraph down on the left hand side, the top row. X, Y, Z. So currently we're at what, minus 50, minus 355, 67, 547. Now your Y is your height. So that's the really useful thing with this caves update. That's the only thing I'm going to mention from that stat screen. I think we can sort of bring up points every now and then, and so cover that stat screen. But there's loads of things. That's when you hit F3. Like you can press like F3G to get up like the different chunk boundaries. F3H, which is like hitboxes. Oh no, that's advanced tooltips. Is it B? Yeah, B for boxes. F3B for hitboxes. So yeah, there's quite a lot of things you can do with the stat screen. Hidden tooltips will show you, I believe, your durability. So if I go, it would say, yeah, durability 140 out of 250. Can be pretty handy if you're mining and you want to know how many swings of your pickaxe you got before you have to go back and get it repaired. But yeah, I think that's going to be all today. We have covered a lot, and this episode has taken me a long time to do. But I think I'm pretty happy with the episode. We've accomplished a lot. The elevator behind us, that is going to be a big time saver for us. And this bridge is just looking really nice. So that's all for today, and until next episode, see you later.